You become a billion-dollar CEO. Nobody tells you about day 47. Your phone buzzes at 4 a.m. The board just voted. You're the new CEO. You should feel triumphant. Instead, your hands are shaking. This is your life now. 9,000 employees, a company worth $11 billion, and a signature on a contract you haven't read yet, sitting in your inbox, waiting. Rewind 2 years. You were a mid-level director nobody noticed. You worked weekends nobody asked you to work. You said yes to every project everyone else avoided. That's how you got seen. That's how you got chosen. Nobody tells you that being chosen and being ready are two different things. The first 30 days are a blur of applause, handshakes, photo ops, a magazine cover with your name spelled correctly for once. You start to believe the applause is about you. It isn't. It's about the company's stock price, and stock prices don't love anyone back. Day 47. Everything changes. Your general counsel walks into your office and closes the door. That door has never been closed before. She slides a folder across your desk. Inside is an internal audit nobody authorized. It was buried 3 years before you arrived. It says the company falsified safety data on a product currently in 12 million homes. You didn't do this. You didn't even know about it. But your signature, from day one, approved the department that hid it. Legally, that makes it yours now. You spend that night alone in your office, city lights outside the window like a held breath. You have two options. Report it and watch the company you just inherited collapse under you in your first quarter. Or bury it deeper and become exactly the kind of executive you always swore you'd never be. You call your predecessor, the man who resigned suddenly 6 weeks before your promotion with a severance package too generous to question. He answers on the first ring, like he was waiting. He says one sentence. "I found the same folder. That's why I left." Now the timeline makes sense. He didn't retire. He ran. And the board, who called your rise a well-earned promotion, may have handed you a burning building and called it a corner office. You think about the employees, 9,000 people who now report to a decision they don't know is coming. You think about the 12 million homes. You think about your own name, permanently welded to whatever choice you make next. You do something nobody expects. You don't go to the board first. You go to the engineer who wrote the original audit, 3 years buried, 3 years silent. You ask her one question. Why didn't you go public? She says she tried. Nobody with power was listening. You realize the failure wasn't a secret. It was silence, dressed up as protocol, protected by everyone too comfortable to speak. You walk into the boardroom the next morning. You lay the folder on the table. You watch color drain from faces that were smiling at you 30 days ago. Some will thank you eventually. Most will spend the next year trying to make sure you take the fall alone. Here's what the leadership books never say. Power isn't the reward for climbing high enough. It's the moment every problem below you becomes invisible to everyone except you. Everyone else gets to look away. You don't. That's the whole job, underneath the salary and the title. You're the last person who's allowed not to know. You didn't become CEO on the day of the vote. You became CEO on day 47, the moment you opened that folder and chose to read every page. Anyone can accept a title. Very few can carry what's actually inside it.